Have you ever wondered why nationalism is such a powerful force in the Philippines? Well, to answer that, we must first unravel the concept of nationalism. Simply put, nationalism is a political ideology that emphasizes loyalty, devotion, or allegiance to a nation or nation-state. It's about a collective identity, often formed through shared history, culture, or language. In the Philippines, nationalism is not just a concept. It's a living, breathing sentiment that has shaped the country's past and continues to mold its future. It's the spirit that emboldened Filipinos to rise against colonizers, the fire that fueled revolutions, and the backbone of the nation's resilience in the face of adversities. Nationalism in the Philippines is a rich tapestry woven with threads of heroism, struggle, and a relentless pursuit for self-determination. It's a story of a people, their love for their homeland, and their enduring aspiration for freedom and sovereignty. To truly understand this, we need to delve into the historical roots of Filipino nationalism. The seeds of nationalism in the Philippines were sown during the Spanish colonial period. An era of over 300 years, Spanish rule left an indelible mark on the Filipino psyche, sparking the first feelings of nationalism among the people. Imagine a time when the Philippines was a collection of distinct tribes and kingdoms. Then, in the 16th century, the Spanish arrived, uniting these diverse lands under one foreign banner. This imposed unity, along with the introduction of a common language and religion, inadvertently laid the groundwork for a shared Filipino identity. However, the heavy-handed tactics of the Spanish, coupled with their disregard for local customs and traditions, fostered resentment among the Filipinos. The seeds of nationalism began to sprout in this fertile soil of discontent. The oppressive colonial rule, ironically, served as the crucible that forged the first inklings of a unified Filipino identity. In the late 19th century, this growing sense of nationalism found expression in the works of key figures such as José Rizal and Andrés Bonifacio. Rizal, a scholar and a writer, used the power of the written word to critique Spanish rule and inspire his fellow Filipinos. His novels, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, exposed the abuses of the Spanish and advocated for peaceful reform. On the other hand, Bonifacio, a warehouseman and a clerk, believed in the power of direct action. He founded the Katipunan, a secret society dedicated to the armed overthrow of the Spanish regime. His call to arms, the cry of Balintawak, ignited the flame of the Philippine Revolution. These two figures, different as they were, both played pivotal roles in nurturing the seeds of nationalism. They stirred a collective yearning for independence, for the right to self-determination, and for the freedom to shape their own destiny. But the fight for independence didn't end there, it merely changed hands. The dawn of Filipino nationalism had broken, but the struggle for a truly independent Philippines was just beginning. The torch of nationalism, once lit, would continue to burn brightly, guiding the nation through the trials yet to come. The change of colonial powers, from Spain to the United States and then Japan, further fueled the flames of nationalism. With the dawn of the 20th century, the Philippines found itself under a new colonial rule, the United States of America. This shift of power did not subside the Filipinos' desire for freedom. Instead, it sparked the Philippine-American War in 1899, a bloody conflict that lasted for 3 years. Although the war ended with American victory, it ignited a sense of nationhood among Filipinos. The war, brutal as it was, brought the Filipinos together, united by their shared experience of struggle and resistance. This was a critical period in the history of Filipino nationalism, as it marked the transition from a fight against Spanish colonial rule to a broader struggle for independence. A few decades later, the Japanese occupation during World War II added another layer to this evolving sense of nationalism. This time, the enemy was not from the West, but from the East. The Japanese occupation, marked by severe atrocities and hardships, brought about a collective trauma that further solidified the Filipinos' sense of national identity. This was a time of extraordinary bravery and heroism, with countless Filipinos risking their lives in a united front against the invaders. The Japanese occupation also led to the establishment of the Second Philippine Republic, a puppet state under Japanese control. Though short-lived, it symbolized a fleeting moment of independence, further stirring the Filipinos' longing for a truly free and sovereign nation. These two key periods in the Philippines' history, the American and Japanese occupations, played a significant role in shaping Filipino nationalism. They were times of hardship and struggle, but also of unity and resilience. The Filipino spirit, unbowed by the adversities, rose to the occasion, fighting back with courage and determination. It was through these trials by fire that the Philippines' sense of nationhood was forged and strengthened. The scars of war left a lasting impact, shaping the nationalism we see today. In the post-war era, Filipino nationalism took on new forms. The Philippines, having emerged from the ravages of war, faced the monumental task of rebuilding, and this was a task that required a great deal of national unity and resolve. It was during this time that nationalism began to be seen not just as an ideology, but as a tool for nation-building. Politics played a significant role in shaping modern Filipino nationalism. The rise of new political ideologies and leaders stirred up a sense of national pride and identity. Politics became a platform where issues of national importance were discussed and debated, leading to a more informed and engaged citizenry. Culture, too, played a major role in the evolution of nationalism. The Philippines, with its rich cultural heritage, began to assert its identity more strongly. The arts, literature, music, and even the local languages became expressions of nationalism. They served as reminders of the country's distinct identity and the shared experiences of its people. Social issues also influenced the development of nationalism. Issues such as poverty, inequality, and social injustice became rallying points for the nation. Nationalism became a call to action, a call for Filipinos to work together to address these issues and build a better future. In recent times, nationalism has been a significant factor in current events. It has been a driving force behind social movements and political campaigns. It has shaped public opinion and influenced policy decisions. And while it has been a source of unity, it has also been a source of division, revealing the complexities and contradictions inherent in the concept of nationalism. Looking ahead, the role of nationalism in the Philippines is likely to continue evolving. As the country faces new challenges and opportunities, nationalism will undoubtedly play a crucial role in shaping its future. As we can see, Filipino nationalism is a complex and ever-evolving entity, deeply rooted in the country's past. So, what have we learned about Filipino nationalism? We've unearthed a rich narrative, beginning with the birth of nationalism in the Spanish colonial period. It was during this time that the seeds of national identity were planted, as Filipinos began to unify under a shared language, culture, and struggle for freedom. This spirit of unity evolved during the American and Japanese occupation, demonstrating the resilience of Filipino nationalism. Despite the challenges, Filipinos remained committed to their identity, their love for their homeland never wavering. In the modern era, nationalism manifests in various ways, from the celebration of local festivals to the preservation of indigenous languages and traditions. It's clear that the flame of Filipino nationalism continues to burn brightly. In essence, Filipino nationalism is a testament to the enduring strength and unique character of the Filipino people. Understanding the roots and evolution of Filipino nationalism helps us appreciate the rich tapestry that makes up the Philippines today.